Okay, I look rough because allergies. So, day one of using what I have in my fridge. Like I mentioned, I have so much food, it feels like, because I keep buying clearance. So all of our lunches, oh, I almost lost it. All of our lunches are going to be what I call muffin tin lunches. Literally it's just deli meat, fruit, vegetables, all the things. I bought a bunch of these because they were on sale at Costco, so I'm going to use this. And I have 4 tomatoes that I haven't used from last week's groceries. Hopefully they're still good. And we're gonna do I don't know, it's kind of like a mac and cheese, but it's got tomatoes in it. Let me show you. Okay, so I am boiling some water because I'm gonna just add some pasta to this, but if you just get like a hot pan, add some oil, and then cut your tomatoes in half, face down, and we're gonna just get it so we'll get the skins off of these, and then these will be all, we'll just be able to blend these. You can add, I might add a white bean just to add some extra protein, but this is how it starts. Okay, next I just threw in a clove of garlic, and then I'm going to peel these tomatoes. If you cook them long enough, I feel like you can just slide them off with tongs and a fork, like that. Okay, I added some beans for some protein, half a cup, 7 grams of protein, and you can throw this in a blender, or if you have one of these, you can just do this. Okay, this is what it looks like. I just emulsified it with some pasta water, and then I threw in our cheese, and we're gonna break this down and make a creamy pasta sauce. Adding pasta water if needed to kind of add some more liquid. And boom, dinner is done. You can add some mozzarella cheese. I'll see if I have any, but this is dinner for night 1. Super easy comfort food. Okay, dinner for night 2. I have all of these potatoes, and so I literally just went to Pinterest and said potatoes ground beef recipe. So we're gonna air fry, I'm gonna cube potatoes, air fry them, and then I prepped a ton of ground beef. So I froze of the 5-pound roll we just got. I froze 2 pounds and prepped 3. So super easy because I'm just going to use the potatoes, use the ground beef, we're gonna throw it all together, add some cheese, and like a sloppy joe type ground beef. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so I just tossed some potatoes in oil, salt, pepper, and paprika, and air fried them on 400 for 15 minutes. And then I got the ground beef and I added mustard, ketchup, and then, I'm gonna butcher this, Worcestershire, this stuff. And I'm just gonna mix it all together and top with cheese. Okay, this is what dinner looks like. It's just like a sloppy joe skillet, but instead of, for the carb, you use a potato basically instead of a bun. This looks great. This pan's huge. Probably serve it with a veggie on the side, or maybe not. Okay, day 3 of cooking with just what I have in my fridge and pantry and all of the things, and I'm gonna use up those potatoes. So I washed some potatoes, I stabbed them all with a fork, I microwaved them for 8 minutes, and then I took the insides and added bacon bits, sour cream, and cheese, and I'm air frying some chicken. I'm gonna throw it all together and make like a loaded chicken baked potato bake. Did I make this up? Yep, let's see how it goes. Okay, this is what it looks like. So I did add some cottage cheese just for additional protein and to make it more creamy. This is like the most random dinner I think I've ever made, but I've been tasting it throughout and it's so good. Now it would be good just to have the air fried chicken like on top, but my kids are like in this anti-chicken mood. They are saying they hate protein, so I hid it throughout, just air fried it and diced it up. Gives it like a little bit of a crunch, it's so good. So I'm gonna top it with cheese, throw it in an oven and melt it, and this will be dinner for tonight. Okay, I wanted to hurry and film this before my kids get home. So while that is cooking, I always just do like, I don't always, I try to do like a veggie plate. And so I'll fill this with veggies, maybe a little bit like crackers and stuff like that, with just some sour cream and ranch dip. And so this is how my kids get the vegetables in. If I were to serve this with dinner, these would not get 8, but if I serve them pre-dinner, these magically get 8. So we are also gonna have vegetables with tonight's dinner. Okay, I think we're on night 4. So for lunch, the kids had dino nuggets and any fruit I had in the fridge. And so now for dinner, I'm gonna use the leftover chicken. I'm gonna air fry it. I would normally slow cook it, but I forgot. And then I just cut up some of those bell peppers and onions, and then Instant Pot some rice. And if you ever want like to flavor your rice, just put like some chicken bouillon in it while it's in the Instant Pot. It makes it taste so good. And we're just gonna do like very, very simple rice bowls because we have all those limes, so we can just squeeze those on top. Okay, this is what dinner ended up looking like. So we just grabbed the good limes, just cut them in half. We'll just squeeze this on top, break this up. But for presentation, look at that. Also, pro tip, if you saute your onions and peppers with some garlic salt, it's fire. Okay, so this is, I think we're on day four. Okay, for dinner tonight, we do what's called free-for-all. So we do this every Thursday because that's my in-office day, so I usually get home super late. And the kids can, it's a free-for-all. They can have whatever they want. I have young kids. My oldest isn't even 8 yet. And a lot of the times they end up with like protein pancakes or whatever. I'll give them usually like a protein shake, so I know they're getting some protein in. But free-for-all. It can be leftovers. It can be pancakes. They do what they call poke eggs, which is just over easy eggs. I highly, highly recommend a free-for-all night because a lot of the times the kids are self-sufficient. They can eat what they want. Gives them creative, and it takes the night off your plate. Okay, for dinner tonight, I just heated up some of that prepped ground beef. It took like seconds because it was already prepped, and just seasoned it with some taco seasoning. I'm gonna throw these in the oven to melt all of the cheese, and we're literally just having tacos. Very, very basic. Okay, the kids already had their veggie plate, but like, look how good this looks. Like, why is cheese a carb and a protein just fire? And that's it. That's all she wrote. So that is my 7 dinners that I had just using my like clearance shopping from the last week's grocery haul. It's Friday, so tonight we're gonna go do it again. And so one thing I do that really always freaks everybody out is I do not plan. I plan and I don't. I prep, but I prep based on what I find on like food clearance or sales ads. I do not like meal plan my entire week. I will do about 3 meals that I have planned in my head using the FIFO method, the first in, first out, using my own fridge. So like we got the chicken sausages last week on clearance. They're in my freezer. We didn't use them this week. I will likely use them this week. And I have a Northern boars and cheese. So I will make an orzo bake with those. I will do a free for all night. And then I still have a pound of ground beef that is prepped and we did not use. So I will likely use that tomorrow night. And so that's 3 dinners down. That means I just have to like wing 4. So a lot of the times I just pick a protein and work around it based on what's going bad in my fridge. I try to always just stock fruit and vegetables, and my kids are not starving when we do this. Then my kids actually go to daycare full time. So that's also another reason I'm able to keep my grocery bill so low is when I have young children and 2, they go to daycare, they eat a lot of lunches there versus when they're home. I obviously feed them, but it's very simple. Keep dinners simple. A protein, a vegetable, and a carb, and you're done. I do the vegetable plates all the time, or like I said, my kids eat rolled deli meat all the time for lunches. That with like fruit and vegetables, that's their favorite. So let's go see what we can find tonight when we go grocery shopping, and I'll see you on the next one.